Oh, absolute banger. Yeah, that's so impressive to do on stage. That's insane. Hey guys, we're going to be analyzing Nonoka Kyodo's freestyle run at Battle at the Border 2024, going through all of her matches and all of her runs to see how she took down this competition and became the first female player to win a major in Kendama. Starting off right away with Nonoka versus Alex Mitchell, first round. I personally thought, watching this almost a year ago now, that this was practically the finals after seeing them both battle it out. But we're going to go over it again and just see exactly how Nonoka took this first one. All right, so for this one, we're going to be commentating. For Alex's runs, we're going to be commentating over the Sweets live stream. So it's going to be commentary over commentary a little bit.
Classic.
Looks like he handed that. He got a little excited there.
Oh.
Okay, so not a lot of spikes
not
in that
bad. Here we go.
Starting off with the stalls.
Classic. Okay. No. Oh, wow.
Nice.
Nice. That's good. Almost all of her tricks
Yeah, I
go to
remember
bird.
this.
Wow.
3 bird flips. Oh, absolute banger.
Just a random...
I wonder what was going through her head when she was doing that. She's like, I wonder if
Just
it
a
was like,
random-
I'm just going to do a couple. And then she was like, wait, I'm just going to go all the way.
Wow.
Yeah.
All
Insane.
stalls at the beginning and then just randomly 10 insta lighthouse flips. Alex, round 2. I feel like he started way before the time right there.
Trip tap to axe. That's sick.
I've seen him. Oh,
Oh.
classic. Perfect.
Oh. Nice. He's really saving himself from the last round.
Yeah.
Drink candle. Let's go. He's getting
He's
some points
so
today.
clean
Oh.
with the lunars.
Yeah, it's like robotic how clean he is.
Oh!
Oh, imagine. Okay.
Not bad, not bad.
That was definitely a way better round than his first
In
round.
both the rounds so far, he's kind of had a good first half, and in the second half, he just tends to miss a couple spikes. But overall, not bad. Nice. Oh,
Yeah,
watch
just
out.
super consistent.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of... She's spiking all of her tricks. And obviously, she's not going to miss her stalls. Wow.
She always does that. Yeah, that's so impressive to do on stage. That's insane.
It was over right there.
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, border to no still?
Jug. Lighthouse.
Nice.
Let's go.
Look how she's pinning all of her tricks, no matter what. Look at even probably this one.
Nope.
Nah, okay. Yeah, that was nuts.
That was definitely, if I remember correctly, easily the best match of the day in the entire freestyle competition.
Yep.
And as we can see, Nonoka takes all 3 votes.
Yep.
That was just the first round of the entire competition of the Pro Freestyle. That was the first round and started out with an absolute banger. I mean, Nonoka versus Alex Mitchell, that could have been the finals match easily. Overall, Nonoka took it down, I think, in terms of consistency and pin spikes. Alex was going for a lot of tricks that he just ended up not making it even a quarter of the way through, I think, and ended up not even getting to a point where he could spike it. Or I could just tell that Alex was missing a little more than usual too. And actually, I talked to him a little after, and he said he didn't know how hard he needed to go because he doesn't like to he didn't like to watch his opponents do freestyle, and because of that, he didn't know what tricks to go for. And I think that did hurt him because it sounded like he was a little confused on what to do. So that is something that I personally recommend to do, to watch your opponents, just so you actually know what to go for and how hard you need to go, because I think that's really important information, especially for freestyle. If you want to advance, to keep things fresh, to know when to bring out your tricks and when to save them, I think is really, really important. And it looks like here he could have benefited from actually watching her do her freestyle, because all I could hear were the cheers. And he was telling me that he didn't know what to do because he didn't know how exactly good she did. So it was hard to gauge what type of tricks he wanted to try, and Nonoka got away with it in the end. So
I also think these players are kind of opposite in a sense where Nonoka is so difficult to beat first round because that's a fresh start. She can do all of her stall tricks right off the bat, and it's honestly really hard to beat her because she doesn't really usually miss those in the first round, and she's able to do everything without it being too repetitive. And then Alex, on the other hand, I feel like the more he goes, the farther he goes, the more unbeatable he gets. Whereas, like, I've barely ever seen him lose a freestyle final. I think he's usually always able to win those in the end because he just gets better and better and better as time goes on. So Nonoka did well to beat Alex here, and honestly, either of these guys, whichever were to win, they were both going to the finals, I think. So yeah, this was good.
Yeah. All right, so now we're not going to watch Nonoka's 2 full next matches, but we're going to watch her runs in the next 2 matches and not her opponents. So up next, she played Ben Bryan. Okay, so this is her first match against Ben Bryan. Here we go.
First round. Okay.
So consistent. Just,
if you notice, the tricks she's doing that aren't stalls aren't necessarily, okay, that was insane, aren't necessarily the most difficult, but she makes a lot of them.
Yeah. And she's flowing through them too. It's not static. She's flowing. Yeah, just look at a 6 tap.
Wow. Triple still flip. A little too slow there.
Come on.
Did she get it?
1, 2. Okay. Overall, solid round. Reminds me of the rounds she had against Alex. A little less in difficulty, but same with the flow, the stalls. All right, her second round.
Let's get it.
Katie's a great commentator. He's a great MC.
2 tap. Nice. Saving it to base code. Wow.
Woo! Yeah, that was an absolute banger.
Oh, man.
2 taps, 2 taps, 2
honestly,
taps.
she's going insane with the taps.
Her tap form is one
Swap.
of the best. Oh my gosh, that is so difficult.
That's just nailing the coffin right there. I'm sure that was over after that. Oh, the back and forth instas. Oh. Double gunslinger. Okay. Nice. Good symmetry there. Good attempt. More taps.
Triple tap. Oh, she going Rolinos.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah. So we're not going to watch Ben's runs, but you can see overall the consistency that Nonoka had this day so far in these runs is just really, really insane. She's definitely spiking more than she's missing in all of her matches, which is a huge plus. And I think something that can really have her edge out the win if it gets close, because at the end of the day, if she has more completions, and her tricks they're not low level. All the easiest tricks in her runs are still difficult tricks to do, especially to go through in line. But I think the more completions a person has, the more a judge can remember like how good they did, like the impact of how good did this person do when they were kind of thinking about to make that decision. They can remember the overall success rate of a person's tricks a lot more if a person's just spiking.
Also, just not only the completions, but the small amount of misses she's had so far, because like you just saw when she did a double tap and went to base cup, she was obviously trying something different, but she knew that, okay, instead of missing here, I'd rather save it to any place on the kendama possible to keep the run alive and keep the momentum going, because if you miss in a freestyle, the judges track that. Judges track every time you miss, usually, especially at BATB, NACO, these bigger competitions. So to just decrease the amount of misses you have in the long run, it's easier. It's actually better to go and cop out, if you will, to a cup to just keep the flow alive. I mean, you notice that with Yasu too. Yasu will literally almost never miss. He'll just bounce it up.
Yeah.
Always keeping it alive.
Yeah. And if you keep it alive all the time, it's just, in the minds of the judges, it's so much harder to be like, yep, miss, make, miss. It's usually just all make on a certain level. It's usually, instead of miss down here, it's usually just make, save, rebound, and you just keep going up. Looking at the results, she got all 3 votes again. All right, so this is Nonoka versus Logan Tosta, the semifinals. Her first round.
Logan's always good at freestyle, especially at BATB here.
Yeah, he does consistently well year after year.
Especially at BATB. Silt Valley. Classic. Okay, around the Ken.
Again, starting out with a trick that she knows she's going to make. I think that's so important. To start off with a trick. Oh,
what?
Never mind. I don't know why she did that.
What?
I was going to...
okay, she's bringing the flow back. Yes! No, that would have been nuts.
I was going to say, I think it's really important to start out with a trick that you just get immediately, because it sets you up with really good momentum. Quad tap.
I think she's
come on, bring it back, bring it back.
Oh, pulling out her signature.
This is so difficult.
Never mind, that's insane.
Boom. Oh, come on.
Okay.
Okay, so one of her...
Okay.
A lot of almost makes in that one.
Yeah.
Which still count for something, but she really needed to bring it here. Saves it. Come on.
Lean house?
Let's go. One turn lean house. Jug spike? Oh, that's a banger for freestyle.
Triple whirlwind.
All right, 20 seconds. Pulling up the slip stop again. Absolute banger.
That is just so
Absolute
easy for her
banger.
now. She does it every single freestyle without a doubt. Oh. Double tap. Bring in all the taps again. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And then with this one, yeah.
Looks like she got all 3.
All 3. I think she was just going for harder tricks in this one.
Yeah.
Like with obviously the first one around the Ken, she should have spiked that.
Definitely should have spiked.
She knows she can get that every single time. But as for the other tricks, I mean, with the slip-on stick, handle stall, or ring to handle stall, obviously that signature, and then the sliding, that was unfortunate. She missed a spike on that. She missed a couple spikes in these.
Yeah.
But she did well to do the lean house and into juggle spike that. Overall, she probably just had more difficult tricks than Logan. Maybe, I mean, they probably both missed a little more than they were expecting, but obviously Nonoka's difficulty and the trick she did land definitely outweighed it. And then, yeah, she was able to get all 3 votes.
Yeah, door was definitely open on that one. If Logan had 1 really good round or 2 pretty good rounds, I'm sure he would have won that. He's a player who does a lot of spikes, but I think I'm going to agree with Nick on this one that the sheer difficulty of her tricks, the difficulty in the tricks really play a huge part. Because if nobody does consistently good in their rounds, then the more skilled player who goes for the harder tricks, who lands the harder tricks, that's the player who's just going to go through.
And here we have the finals.
Here are the finals. Me versus Nonoka. Sweets versus Sweets final. It's hype.
Let's see.
We talked about going to the finals earlier that day and facing each other, and it was cool. On stage, you can.
Cool that it happened.
Yeah, I kind of went up. It doesn't show it here, but we went up to each other and we're like, "We made it!"
Nice.
All right, pulling up, and I missed the first trick I tried, which was a bummer. Okay. Pretty good start. Pretty good start.
And you're both using the triple tap, triple Ken flip.
I barely got that triple Ken flip off. 2 tap jug.
Wow, that was actually nuts.
Let's go.
And You're both using Nonoka.
And we're
Pro Model.
gunslinger down spike.
Let's go. Good stuff.
Classic. Candle juggle. Save it, Zack. Ah. And I'm just like, I don't even know what I'm doing at this point. I feel like Triple J. Oh,
Nice.
let's go.
Ah, that would have been
Get
good.
in.
Solid. I mean, honestly,
Oh, what?
good first round.
I don't even know what just happened.
Solid first round.
Yeah, solid first round.
Honestly,
that was pretty good.
Good.
That was pretty good.
Wish you hit
And
that
then-
last spike, but
And then we have the fan favorite, of course. You can just hear the difference.
entire crowd's
Yeah, the
cheering.
entire.
he's like, yeah.
People are like Zack, like yeah, Nonoka, yes.
Yeah, Nonoka's the crowd favorite wherever she goes.
Yeah.
She's such a likable person. Classic, starting out
She's
with...
starting out with an absolute banger.
This is
here.
also another line she always does.
Oh, she missed.
Always does in her freestyles. Nice, okay.
Find us.
Nice. Little dirty finger there.
The left hand incorporation.
Ah, okay.
Goes to
see,
big cup.
Again.
And she's
Saving-
well,
okay.
Well, okay.
She's still
so
ended
she
missing,
missed it, but still good strategy.
Oh, I remember this. I think she did maybe a couple in a row here. Just single.
Oh yeah, I think she did like 3.
She did 5 in a row.
Solid.
She got a lot
Solid.
of hype here. She got a good some. I mean, she did 5 Penguin J6s in a row.
The consistency of the
Consistency.
tricks, if you just go boom, 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 it can bring a lot of hype. The crowd gets more hyped on every attempt.
Yeah. Did you switch Kendamas?
I don't think I did, but I brought my spare up there, which is like another Nonoka Pro mod, I think.
Push taps.
And just missed again. Like,
It's always a little tough to miss your first trick.
yeah, and I think I'll bring it back.
Nice. Juggling the lunar.
Classic.
So many flips.
Ah. I look nervous. Here. I think I was in my head at this part in the match because I knew I had to do something to really seal it.
Here it
That
is.
was gonna be it. I want to hit that trick in stage so bad. Okay,
Nice.
nice. Here we go. Oh, come on. Ah, dude,
Oh no.
you can see how frustrated I am at the end there. Missing the inward gunslinger to down spike is not good. Especially if it's just a single.
Ah.
You can just see me walking off like, oh my god, what just happened? Look, I'm actually... you can zooming in on
man.
me. I think she knows she can pull it through if she does get in this one.
Yeah, Zack left the door open.
I left
that
it
round.
wide open. My first round was good, but
It's always tough to end like that too. You end not very well.
I
It just
started
makes
and
it-
ended.
You make
bad.
it's easy for the judges to remember, like, okay, that didn't go well.
Yeah, like incompletion.
Yeah, it's tough.
Ending on a banger is... Okay, so she almost just missed the pull up there.
Okay.
2-tap, jug that
So
house.
just a couple juggle slide outs there. Trade
Boom.
spike. Did she get this one?
Absolute banger.
All right, that was
Absolute
that was
banger.
good.
Quad tap to base cup. Stilts.
She would have hit that. All right. So
Okay, so
okay,
a lot
Clearly-
of misses in this final match.
clearly not the both the second rounds here. A lot more misses than we were expecting. You know what though? You know I've told you before. I thought you won this match when I was watching live. Honestly,
Let's see the split.
hold on.
You can just see me. I'm like, I know I didn't.
It's because you left it open at the end. You
Yeah.
just don't know.
I checked the back what color I am, and it was 1-2.
1-2.
Yeah,
Nice. Yeah, really proud of Nonoka for coming out here and winning all the way in America. She's coming back this year at BATB. She actually just got her ticket yesterday, so we're really, really stoked for that. She landed that one trick, the slip on the ring stall, slide back to flip. I don't know what to call this. The other, you open your palm and you hold this way.
Yeah, I don't know that grip.
You go that way when she landed on handstall. If she didn't land that, I think you would have won. I think that's what probably gave her the edge at the end of the day. You didn't really have any memorable tricks.
In the second round, all the tricks I did were just spam, and then nothing that exactly memorable.
Nothing memorable. So I think that's why they gave it to Nonoka. If we were to count misses, completions, I'm sure it'd be very, very close. Honestly, Nonoka missed a lot in the second round, but she did have that one banger. So I think that's what gave it to her.
Yeah. I think so too. And honestly, that match was just super close again because I think that we both did pretty below our potential in the second round, especially. A lot of misses. I was talking about how I missed my first pull-up trick and my last one. Yeah. She did the exact same thing.
Yep. And
just not a very powerful final match in terms of the second round.
Sometimes it's like that though.
Yeah.
The finals just aren't, sad to say, but aren't as climactic as one would think.
Right.
Sometimes you use up all your tricks to get to the finals, and then when you're in the finals, you have this pressure of not only doing new tricks but landing bangers to make it, an impressive final, and that could get to some people sometimes. Mm-hmm. I mean, even though Nonoka, you could tell she played it pretty safe.
Yeah, definitely.
But she still wasn't landing stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe for some reason she was nervous. It was the finals, but at the end of the day, she took it home, and it was still a good finals. But it was, you guys definitely had subpar second rounds, except.
Yeah, and I think when I watch it back too, split when there's a 2-1 decision, that really means it's close. I mean, I'm sure people have had close matches before and they've still gotten all 3 votes. When it's 2-1, that means it's like, okay, really just barely winning there. And you can see how you can see in my face when we did this reaction video on the recording, even when we were going back to the judges when they were judging us and about to give us the result, you can really see that. I was just not feeling it. What I was feeling back then in that moment was I just know I didn't do enough to win. And I know it was close, but if I lose right here, I'll totally understand why, because I didn't make it an obvious W. And I think in these split decision matches, sure, I mean, Nick said it. Nick thought I won that. And maybe some other people did too. And of course, some other people thought Nonoka won that as well, edged me out, and of course the judges thought that too. But at the end of the day, I would have accepted either victory on this one. I mean, either result. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, if I don't make it an easy decision to say like, oh yeah, I won that, then I don't really deserve the W. And if I do get a W, I'll take those. But in this match, it was really, really close, and you can see at the end of my second run, it was just not. I was just really disappointed, and I knew And that was when I thought I blew it, to be honest. And, and Nonoka, she did a little more.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but every time I've lost in a final in a freestyle or any round that's really, I think it's close. I always never have a good feeling that it's actually going to go my way.
No,
because
neither.
Sometimes I edge it out. I'm just thinking, cool, like I've done enough. But 90% of the time, I'm just thinking, man, I left the door open, and just because of that, the fact that I'm even thinking it could go either way right now, probably means I'm going to lose. Yeah. So it's a little tough.
I think for us, if we don't destroy the person, then it's just hard to be completely confident in the result leading up to the countdown of the raising of the flags.
Hey, we'll see how Nonoka does this year at this year's BATB. We're really excited to see her there. It's going to be really, really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, really happy for her.
She did super well. And I'm really happy that she's coming back to defend her title, because I mean, as you guys could tell during this reaction vid, and you can maybe hear the audio, definitely the crowd favorite. Nonoka is one of the most loved players in Kendama. Her presence definitely elevates an event. So we're really excited to see her back about the border, and hopefully she can take it home. Hopefully she can take it a double, a two-peat. That would be absolutely insane.
That'd be awesome.
So looking forward to seeing her compete there.
Yeah.
Overall takeaway, Nonoka, the consistency in her first 3 rounds were definitely there, and that's what carried her through. Her amount of flow and, most importantly, spike makes on all of her tricks, I think definitely contributed the most to her getting to the finals. Within the finals, a little less consistency, but at the end of the day, she had a couple more memorable tricks that I think edged her out for the victory.
Yeah, she's really good at saving things. Doesn't really miss too much or tries not to. You saw her recover a couple times to different cups, and keeping her flow alive. So I think that's another good point if you're trying to do good at freestyle and get more points on the board, not just landing your own bangers, but getting more points for the judges.
Yeah.
From the judges, not missing and going to what people would maybe say cop-outs, to saving your flow, saving your transitions. That's a very smart thing and a smart way to play when you're doing freestyle.
Yeah. At the end of the day, if you do that, I think the worst a judge is ever going to think of your round is decent.
Yeah.
And that's a really good baseline to have. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed that video. That was our analysis of how Nonoka won the Battle of the Board 2024 freestyle. Let us know which video you want us to react to next, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
See you later.